Well, in the days when I was growing up in the 1960s, you couldn't go into a W.H. Smith without seeing literally 2 or 3 feet of Dennis Wheatley's novels on their shelves. And they all had, in those days, bright yellow backs, so you couldn't miss them. And they had wonderful pictorial covers. So when I was about 13 or 14, I saw one which was called The Prisoner in the Iron Mask, the name taken from Dumas, who was one of Dennis Wheatley's favorite authors. So I read that. But I think what really hooked me on Dennis Wheatley was actually his autobiographies, which he wrote late in life, which are extraordinarily honest. But if you want a hook, I suppose the hook is that very early on I liked the Duc de Richelieu novels. And in one of them, A Strange Inheritance, it looked as if Dennis Wheatley had killed him off. So as a boy of 15 or 16, I wrote a letter in my abysmal handwriting to Dennis Wheatley saying, "Have you killed off my hero?" And Dennis Wheatley was impeccable at writing to his fans. And so a couple of weeks later, ignoring the fact he must have known how old I was, I got a letter written as if it was to a grown-up, explaining that his hero had been killed off, but not to worry, he was actually going to revisit some of his youth later on. And that was so kind to write a nice personal adult letter to a young kid that he got my loyalty. But really, running the website was by accident. It was originally run by a chap called Bob Rothwell, and I spoke to him because he had a letter there which was in my collection, and I didn't know how he got a copy. But we ended up being good friends, and when he died, I took it on. And when I said I was only going to collect signed copies of Dennis Wheatley's 3 volumes of autobiography, he laughed and said, "Tell me about that later." Well, he's now long gone, but 2 pods in storage and probably 200 copies further on, he was right and I was wrong. You know, once you start collecting, it's a very dangerous thing. And particularly if you want to preserve someone's memory and you're buying things for a purpose.